Hi again, everyone. Gary Digital Williams, joined now by my fellow DC Boxing Hall of Fame partner to fight Dr. Jerome Spears, and we're going to take a look at the two featured bouts on the card tonight, starting, of course, with the main event. And as I said earlier, Jerome, we stood in this spot some 25 months ago, watching one of the roughest bouts that I've seen in a long time. I don't know about you, but we haven't seen that many rough bouts that we did when Tony Jeter first beat Jimmy Lang here at the Patriots Center. But now you've got a situation where Lang is coming off a 2-year hiatus, and Jeter has been active and parlayed that win in some big territory. Where does this fight go in that situation?
Well, rematches can always be interesting. I mean, sometimes it could be a continuation of what you saw in the previous fight. Sometimes it can be a completely different scenario. And obviously the fighters have a lot to contribute to which way it may go. But, you know, I was scratching my head and trying to think of, you've seen situations where you had, in Jimmy's situation, a case where you had kind of a back-to-back rematch with no tune-up in between. But I'm hard-pressed to think of a situation where you had this kind of situation where 2 years has gone by before the rematch occurs. So there certainly could be a lot of different dynamics that could be in play in that interval, and that could make for some variables that we've not seen before.
Exactly. Add to that the fact that Jimmy Lang has not been in the ring since the rematch, so he hadn't even had a bout in between the two rematches, the two bouts. So that should be very interesting. Once again, it's 10 rounds for the NABA USA Middleweight Championship. Now we go to our co-feature. Victoria Cisneros trying to take the WIBA welterweight title away from Tori Nelson. Tori Nelson took a bit of a gamble in the last couple of weeks because this is actually her second bout that she's had in a 9-day period. She had a 4-rounder in Cockeysville, Maryland, but now she's going for the title, defending the title for the 5th time this year against Victoria Cisneros.
And again, the fact that she's just recently been in the ring very well might be of help to her. By the same token, maybe, you know, being back-to-back like that, could be some wear and tear from the other fight. So those things will go either way as well.
Victoria Cisneros has had some very, very good competition, so it'll be a very interesting night. These two bouts are part of what should be a big night of boxing here at the Patriots Center, and we'll give you the results from it in a few moments. Stay with us. From the George Mason University Patriots Center in Fairfax, Virginia, this is the Boxing Along the Beltway Post-Fight Wrap-Up Show. The Boxing Along the Beltway Post-Fight Wrap-Up Show is brought to you in part by UndisputedBrand.com. Visit UndisputedBrand.com for the finest in boxing and mixed martial arts apparel. Undisputed Brand, the brand true champions wear. And by JM Photography, where your home is your studio, at JMPhotography26 at yahoo.com. Hi again, everyone. Gary Digital Williams alongside the fight Dr. Jerome Spears, and we have just been through a very exciting card that was headlined by what I think is the best beltweight boxing card of bout of 2014. That is Jimmy Lang losing tonight for the 2nd time to Tony Jeter, and Tony Jeter is now the NABA USA middleweight champion. And it was a great bout. Tony Jeter fought very, very well, as did Jimmy Lang. But there were a lot of subtle differences from the first time, Jerome, that they fought in October.
Yeah, we saw a very good, determined Tony Jeter, which we knew we would see. But I think the difference is that we saw an equally determined and more active Jimmy Lang. And so that made for some differences that we didn't quite see in the first fight. And both guys just came determined to really bring out the best in each other. And we saw that over a 10-round fight, which really gave the fans a lot of time to hang on to.
Tony Jeter landed some fantastic uppercuts throughout the bout, and really did well on the inside. Lang moved well on the outside as well, and did some outstanding work as well.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't ask either guy to do any more than what they did. Whenever one guy got the advantage, the other guy found a way to come back, and it was just a kind of a nip and tuck type of encounter all the way through the end. And the last round, the big finale, with both guys just let it all hang out. You know, people said over and over again, people got this money's worth. That's an understatement.
No question about it. The one judge, Joe Cooper, scored about a draw at 95-95. He was overruled by Brian Costello, had it 97-93. Mark D'Antillo had it 99-91. WBC Fecta Box champion, and now the brand new NABA USA champion, Tony Mo Better Jeter. Congratulations, great bout.
Thanks, Gary.
Just great.
It was a great bout. Wow, what a war! Another 10-round, just all-out slugfest. And You know, I'm thankful I got the win. I'm happy that, you know, neither of us took any real damage. And, you know, I came out victorious. I got 9 lives. I just won't die. You know what I mean? Like, I just, you know, and that was my 3rd title fight this year. People forget. I fought, defended my Box title. I fought for the silver title. And now I just won the US and ABA title. That's 3 title fights. I'm not fighting some 6-round local fight at Rosecroft. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these are 10-round main event type fighters and fights. And, you know, people, you know, they never give me my credit. They're never going to be like, hey, you know what? Tony, he does step up when it's time. You know, he had a couple tough fights, but overall, like, this kid can fight.
No question, no question.
So,
what was the key? What was the key for this win tonight?
My determination, my will. Like, I wasn't gonna let it. I wasn't gonna lose. You know what I mean? Like, I just wanted it. And I thought about, you know, everything that was going on the last fight. And I just wanted it. I wasn't gonna lose. That was it. Did you? I mean, did you tell me? You know, I'm waiting to hear the commentary.
Well, Jerome, you want to start it off?
One thing that I noticed, I think, of course, when you bring your A game, you know what you're going to do. You're going to come out with some fire and ferocity.
Fire and power.
We knew that was what we were going to see from you, but I think what we saw from Jimmy was he wasn't on the ropes as much. He was fighting back more. You saw a different Jimmy Lang tonight, but you were still able to rise to the occasion to meet his intensity to still get the victory in his hometown.
Right. You did think I won, right?
Yeah, we both did. At 97, 93.
I felt, you know, good fight. I felt like Jimmy is tough as nails, and I'll always say that. I'm a fan of Jimmy. You know what I mean? Like, I've been a fan since I was an amateur, and I'm never going to not say that. But, yeah, I'm just happy I did it. You know, I mean, a lot of people in this area were looking for me to not do it, but Jetter Management, that's going to be the new thing we come out with. It's helped me again get another victory. And Jetter Management knows how to move these young fighters, because I'm the only management company that's taken a guy with no backing and got him world rated. We're about to do it again, Jetter Management. So any of you up-and-coming fighters, get rid of the people you're with, because they have no clue. Call me up. And Jetter Management will take care of you. We're starting Jetter Management. We're taking names right now to get people world rating, get people in real deal fights to get paid, not fighting 4 and 6 rounders, you know, warranted out for $1,000.
Sounds good. So, what's next? I mean, you ranked 17th in the world by the WBC. I would think you'd go up on that situation.
In the WBA.
And the WBA now with the ABA title right here. So. It's been quite a year for you, no question.
It has, and I mean, if I don't get fight of the year, comeback of the year, something. I mean, that was my 3rd title fight. That, just like I said, I'm not fighting. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not fighting 4-round, 6-round wars like Rosecroft. I mean, these are main event type fights. So, you know, I feel like, you know, I deserve credit right now, and a lot of people don't give me credit, but I steered the course. I stayed to my game, and I kept it quiet. I wasn't out and about. I just stayed on my little mission, and I did it again. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't see me out of all the fights. I was just hibernating. You know what I mean? I went to a little amateur show to support a girl from my gym, but overall, like, I wasn't at the pro shows. Normally, I go to all of them. You know, but I've tried to just back off and just really stay focused on what I have going on, which was this fight.
And of course, next up for you, not in the ring, but outside the ring, you're promoting your next show, the final show of 2014, December 6th, at the ABC Sports Complex in Springfield, Virginia.
Yes, and we got a good card. John Thompson, Glenn Dizern, maybe Yuri. I mean, we got a bunch of up-and-coming local guys, so it's going to be another good card. ABC Complex, come out and meet me. Definitely fan-friendly. We can do some pictures, whatever. And, you know, any of you fighters looking to move forward, and then this is no bull. Call me up. You know what I mean? Jetter Management. We have Jetter Promotions, we're promoting shows, and we have a management right now. We're waiting to sign fighters. I mean, I've set the blueprint to do it. We know how to do it. My wife, myself, like, you know what I mean? We've done it.
Sounds good. Congratulations. Tony Jetter now, 18-4-1, 12 KOs, the brand new NABA USA champion.
Okay, we'll do it.
All right. As we said, Tony Jeter now 18-4-1, 12 KOs. We said Jimmy Lang falling to 38-6-2 with 25 KOs. And then we go to the co-feature, Jerome, another great co-feature bout. Tori Nelson defends her WIBA championship welterweight title with a 10-round unanimous decision over Victoria Cisneros.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, that was, you know, the way they kicked it off. It was pretty incredible. We thought that the way that fight started off, we figured, can they go 10 rounds like this? And certainly, they went 10 rounds like that. So that was pretty amazing. It was pretty amazing.
No question about it. So you have those two situations, and we're going to move over just a little bit here. We're also videotaping this one. But Victoria sure enough, Nelson remains undefeated, 13-0-3, 1 KO to her credit. That was the one Mia St. John makes her 4th title defense this year. And she's had some tough ones along the way, but some good ones also as well. So Victoria Cisneros falls 17-2, 4 KOs. Again, as J.D. Brown, the matchmaker, said, a lot of bouts on the undercard fell out because of different circumstances, but yet the main bouts on here delivered in big ways. And again, we congratulate once again Tony Jeter, the brand new NABA USA champion. We also congratulate Tori Nelson for her 5th title defense of the WIBA welterweight title. And of course, as we said, with Tony Jeter here with us, the final card of 2014 will be the Jeter Promotions, RBA Promotions card at the ABC Sports Complex in Springfield, Virginia. Glenn DeZern scheduled to be on that card. Stan Williamson as well, so we'll give you more as we come closer to that. We also have a couple of amateur bouts coming up. Actually, we have one on Saturday, November 22nd. That's at the Outreach Christian Center in Clinton, Maryland. Keystone Boxing is putting that one together, so that'll be one of the last amateur cards we have for 2014 as we get closer to our Beltway Boxing year in review. So that will do it here from the George Mason University Patriot Center. Reminder, the Boxing Along the Beltway post-fight wrap-up show is brought to you in part by UndisputedBrand.com. Visit UndisputedBrand.com for the finest in boxing and mixed martial arts apparel. Undisputed Brand, the brand true champions wear. And by JM Photography, where your home is your studio at JM Photography 26 at yahoo.com. For Tony Jeter and for the Fight Dr. Jerome Spears, I'm Gary Digital Williams saying so long from George Mason University in Fairfax, Virginia, and always remember to keep supporting the best boxing in the world, the Boxing Along the Beltway. Take care.